What's going on, guys? You are watching NinjaCast here on shredcast.com every Thursday, 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Seems like we still have some problems with people not understanding time zones, but we've gone over that in the past. No reason to beat a dead horse. I feel great. I'm not hungover. I woke up at a reasonable hour today, about 2:30 p.m., and I'm ready to cast. So here's the topics I have so far. If you guys have something you want to talk about, let me know in a comment if you're watching live. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, feel free to comment on anything you hear. If you have a question or a statement or a comment, I guess, right? That's why they're called comments. First, I want to talk about the 2-Up series on the barracks. Chris Haslam won. Major crew is coming here tomorrow. It's going to be a major road trip from here to Cali, and then actually from here to Woodward, which is in Cali, and then from Woodward to L.A., then from L.A. and back, because of the Chris Cole documentary, Motivation 2. My foot still hurts, so that sucks. I've decided I'm going to make a scooter video while I'm at Woodward, so that'll be fun, and we're going to talk about X Games, as well as whatever you guys come up in the comments. But for now, let's just watch this this weird conehead dude. Look at him. What's wrong with him? I don't know. No one knows what's wrong with him. So, next video. So we filmed this the other day, most annoying filmer ever, and I thought it was pretty funny. I think I want to make more videos like that. Basically, someone just tries to land a line, and if I'm filming, I just try to scream and fuck them up. So, I don't know. You guys aren't going to get audio here, but feel free to go to my channel, youtube.com/ninjalifestyle or ninjalifestyle.com, and you can watch the fun unfold. And you can learn Switch 360s with CJ Dunaway. Now, 2-Up, I didn't see all of it. I didn't see every episode, but I did see Chris Haslam. I did see Richie Jackson. I saw Shane O'Neill, which surprised me that Shane O'Neill didn't get top 3. Or did he? Can somebody tell me the results? I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I don't even know the results. Someone just sent me a message earlier today that said Chris Haslam won. So I think he probably deserved it. He did the craziest tricks. I like the way that he went from manual to rail to manual when a lot of people weren't doing that. So that was cool. And this other guy, Sibo, I can't think of his last name. He did a bunch of crazy shit too. And there was one more kid with like a really weird name that I thought did really well. Oh, Shane got second. Okay, well, good. Then I guess I have the same opinion as the judges. So it went Haslam, Shane, Sibo. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. There's another dude that had a crazy name. What was his name? It was like, it had like a weird K in it, maybe an X. It was not an American name. We don't just put K's and Z's. There it is, Bobby DeKaiser. See, a K and a Z in one name. It'd be illegal. Should be illegal here. It's illegal in America and Australia. These DeKaiser, yeah. He was cool. He had a good one. Appreciate that dude. You know who they should have got on there is that kid Rademacher. How do you say his name? Rademacher? He's just a kid. He's not like pro or anything. I don't even think he's American. But that kid is dope. I want to say Alex Rademacher. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Seth Tricky says he thinks Richie should have gotten top 3. But I don't think so. I based it on skill, not who did the funniest, weirdest tricks that aren't that hard. Because everyone's like, I got all these messages like, oh, Richie Jackson just one-upped your roly-poly. He did it into a manual. And I'm like, oh, shit. Wow, dude, he's really just fucking breaking the boundaries here. He went upside down and touched the ceiling. His other tricks were insane. Like he did a firecracker tray flip nose manual, and that was crazy. But I think he was just trying to get bonus points off these roly-polies, man. You know who else would have been fun to watch? Jason Park. Jason Park would have been a sick person to watch during 2 Up. Alex Radmaker. Was I saying it wrong? Radmaker? That kid's dope. Shout out to that guy. So 2 Up was cool. Really cool idea. And clever name. If you guys watched last week, I didn't know what the hell 2 Up meant. When I see 2 Up, I think of like Mario. Like 1 Up and 3 Up. So it would just be a 2 Up. But I guess it means 2 wheels are up. I got a weird text message from Gonzo today, my filmer. My ex-filmer. Ex-friend. He filmed my What Time When video part back in the day. And filmed most of my VX video parts. Even when HD was an option. Which makes no sense at all. But he sent me a link today of these things called shark wheels. And I was like, okay, what the fuck is shark wheels? I guess they're wheels that are square. And I don't understand it. Oh, Doug's out here getting in a fierce debate. So the wheels are square, and they're supposed to, number one, help you get over like rough terrain. And they're also supposed to slide better. But that seems counterproductive. You know, if I want to get over rough terrain, I don't want to slide. I want to avoid sliding. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It was weird, and the website looked cool. Anyways, random question for you guys in the chat and watching on YouTube. Do you guys skate risers? You know, how often do you skate risers? How often do you buy new risers? And why do you skate risers? Because I skated risers when I was a kid because I thought it would make the board last longer. And I don't know, I got older and I was just like, okay, risers don't really do anything. For me, at least, they don't do anything for me except occasionally they would fuck up my nose slides. So that was cool. But I don't know. Let me know if you guys use risers, because I might have some cool news to share with you fellers in the future. Also in the future, Majer crew all going to Woodward for week 2. I believe it is the June 14th through the 20th. So if you guys are at Woodward, I'll see you there. Special appearance by Jason Park. So that'll be fun. And I don't know who else is going to be there. I have no idea. But I do know that Eddie and Jacob fly in tomorrow. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time with those guys. They're going to be crashing at my house, which is going to be fucking awful. I don't know how we're going to do this, because I'm out super late. You know, I'm always out super late. And I don't know how this is going to work, but we'll figure it out, I'm sure. They're coming out here to ride with me up to Woodward. Then we're going to LA, and then we're coming back. And then American Ninja Warrior Finals are here in Las Vegas with Eddie and Jacob's brother, Abel Gonzalez. We are all able. Hashtag. So that'll be fun. If he wins the American Ninja Warrior competition or whatever, he gets $500,000. So imagine how crazy Majer crew would be with $500,000. They could they could open a little skate shop or something. They just do something cool. I don't know, a little skate park maybe, or a better apartment. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. Pretty cool thinking like that could actually happen. He could fucking win it. So The Gur 81 says, just make them come with you or get a hotel. The thing about getting a hotel this time of year is EDC's coming up. It's like the biggest techno rave in the country. Hotel prices are like, right now, they're like quadruple what they would be. And next week, it's like 10 times what they would be. 10 times. Like if a hotel room usually is $50, it's going to be $500 on that night. So I don't know. We're going to fucking have to figure it out somehow. I don't know. There's no way all those guys can stay at my house. I think it's only just going to be Eddie and Jacob. So they're going to come hang out here. We're going to skate, party, whatever. Then we go to Woodward, which is going to be great because one of them can drive. I hate driving. Maybe. And after Woodward, we're going to L.A. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but there's a documentary coming out about Chris Cole. And it's called The Motivation 2. And it's just going to be about Chris Cole, like, I think coming up as a kid and some of the things he had to go through and his journey to becoming one of the top professional skateboarders in the world. And it's going to be a big deal. You know, I guess the last documentary that this director did was super successful. So I'm really looking forward to it. I get to go to the premiere. And that'll be a lot of fun in L.A. Feel really lucky to get the chance to do that. Things are really starting to work out for me as far as opportunities, shit like that. So I'm happy for that. But after that is the after party at the barracks. So hopefully we can get everybody in there. Because I'm going to try to get, you know, me, Eddie, and Jacob, and Jason Park probably into the after party. And I don't know, dude, because the barracks kind of seems like they do a lot of like straight edge shit. But if it's an after party, then it's going to be an after party, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. After parties are where you go and get fucked up and have fun, right? Like that's what an after party is when I think of after party. So hopefully we can go out there and just have some fun. I'm looking forward to that. Although we might need a place to stay, so I don't know what we're going to do there. But then again, Jacob doesn't really drink that much, so maybe I'll just get super fucked and we'll just drive back that night. Who knows? Who knows? But it's a cool thing coming up. More opportunities are in the works in the future, but can't talk about them just yet. We're not allowed. Over 9,000 says, is Cake Muscle going to make more stuff than just decks? And right now I don't have any plans to make anything but decks. I mean, I think sometimes we could make shirts, but right now on cakemuscle.com, the Ninja Lifestyle shirts don't even sell. I mean, they sell very rarely. I sell them more to my friends. Like when friends come to town, I'm like, hey, let me get a shirt. And I'm like, okay, cool. Give them a little discount because I know they'll wear it. So, I don't know. Shirts. I mean, what else would it be? A lot of people talk to me about selling sticker packs. And I've thought about it. But I don't know if sticker packs are really going to be for me. Maybe. It would be an easy thing to do, but I don't know. It just seems weird. We've talked about this before. So, I don't know. When will the next graphics be out? They were supposed to be out this week. But they're not. So there's nothing I can do. I pretty much just have to wait and see when they come out. You know, it's one of those things. Sometimes they say 4 weeks, and it ends up being 3 weeks. And sometimes they say 4 weeks, and it ends up being 8 weeks. So who knows? OG says, Cake Muscle is boss. I would buy it, but I live very, very far from the USA. Well, lucky for you, you have an option. Get 5, 6, maybe 10 of your friends together or your local skate shop and do a bulk order. Order 10 decks, order 6 decks, and then you and your friends can all split shipping. It all ships in the same box, and instead of paying $60, you guys can each pay $7, or you can each pay $10, and then you can all get a deck. That is, if you really like the skateboards and you really want to buy them. Otherwise, it's just an empty comment. So put your money where your mouth is. You damn tourist. You damn foreign. So, my foot is still injured. I'm really not happy about that. It's been more than 3 weeks now. So, my walking is fine, but my ollies suck. I haven't even tried to switch flip yet because I'm kind of scared that that's just going to rip my ankle apart. And whenever my ankle goes like this, as you guys can see if you watch this video, look how I got to fall all clumsily because I can't put a lot of weight on it. And just the other day, I was skating bunker, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just take it easy, only skate manual pad, and I'm only going to skate on my front foot. So, of course, I do that. I land some tricks, and then right away, I slam on the easiest trick ever. I completely slam, tweak my ankle more, then I get up, walk it off. Next try, slam equally hard. I just gave up. I just quit skating. I'm over it. Hell no. Oh, Willie Santos came out with a part today. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. Definitely. Definitely going to have to do that. We can't watch it here because of copyright issues. And that's just how it goes. Nothing we can do. So, speaking of Woodward and scooters, which we haven't discussed much of yet, we're about to go on a big scooter rant, ladies and gentlemen, so buckle up. I'm going to go to Woodward for 6 days, and we're definitely going to be filming a scooter video. We're going to try to get about 1 minute of footage. You know, it should be easy. Even with my hurt foot, it's going to be easy. And as you guys know, I've been talking about this for several months now. I'm going to be doing a backflip on a scooter. That much I can guarantee you is going to happen. Maybe a flare. Who knows? We're going to hit some rails. And it's really just going to be an embarrassment because last time I was on a scooter was whenever the last time you guys saw me in a video on a scooter. So it would have been when that red outfit came out. So that'll be fun to once again defile the entire scooter community by taking their tricks that take them years to master and just doing them in a matter of 6 days. So that'll be great. I don't know how I'm going to make this video. I'm going to have to get like a comment sorting program or something and go through and look up how many people told me I can't tail whip. Because it's for sure it's got to be in the hundreds. Like maybe several hundreds of people telling me, you'll never backflip. Oh, you think you're good? Backflip and then I'll be impressed. And it's like, I've already said how this is going to go. I'm going to do the backflip in a matter of minutes. And then scooters are going to say, do something harder now. I meant for you to do a backflip tail whip is what I meant. That's what I meant to say. And then I'll, of course, do a backflip tail whip easily within a matter of minutes. And then they'll go, and then eventually they'll just run out of things to say. And I'll just be a professional scooter rider. And it'll take me, I don't know, an hour tops. So we already know how this is going to play out. By the way, if you guys have been watching some of this X Games footage on Mikey Taylor's Instagram, some scooter ate shit so hard, landed right on his face, smashed his face up trying to do some weird front flip, which I don't want to be a dick, but I'm pretty sure I could land that front flip too. Sorry, guys. But here's the thing. Video games were in the X Games last year, and I think this year's the first year they had scootering. So basically, X Games realized that video games are more extreme than scootering. They realized that like a year in advance. And that's just wild to me that people who play video games are more hardcore than people that ride scooters. I feel like it's actually more dangerous to play video games. Except for the idea that sometimes scooter riders are in the sun. That's the only difference. Is some people are like, if you're in the sun, you could get a sunburn. So that's a pretty dangerous thing to be doing, being in the sun riding a scooter. But it's also dangerous to play video games. You might get a cramp on your hand. I mean, really, they're both pretty extreme sports, I would have to say. It's not for anyone. You can't just waltz in and play video games the way that you can waltz in and scooter. Or can you? I mean, if we use that argument, the video game players are exponentially more talented than the scooter riders. Sorry! We just got fucking deep. We just got deep right here. So, that's going on. By the way, I hope you guys like this trick tip from Daniel. He actually showed up to the skate spot dressed as a scooter rider. It was it's very ironic, I suppose. So, we rifled through all the topics I have for today. We will take it to the chat room and answer your guys' questions. Everyone who's watching now, Nicky Dog, Over 9,000, Rick Rosca, Steamroller, Jack Rochelle, Devin Rickert, and more. So I put on some sunblock yesterday, and it was SPF 100. And I don't know if that's like super gnarly or what. I brought it out because this chick was like, I need sunblock. And the girl whose house we were at didn't have any sunblock. So I'm like, oh, I think I have some in the trunk. So I went out, get the sunblock. It says SPF 100. I don't know where I got it from. Somewhere, whatever. And the chick's like, I thought it only went up to 15. And I'm like, well, that's kind of gnarly. Like 100 is a lot more than 15. What's that, 6 times more? Maybe more. Maybe. So, I don't know. I think the SPF has something to do with protecting you from the sun, but I don't fucking know anything about that shit. How come people hate CJ? I'll tell you why people hate CJ. It's because of me. It's great. It's wonderful. First of all, the first few videos I put up of CJ were him doing Benihanas. And Benihanas are for sure the most frowned upon trick in skateboarding. Soon to be no complies. So he fuck were we just talking about? I just completely lost I lost everything we were just fucking talking about. Hold on, let me scroll up and see what the question was. Holy shit. Dude, I literally have no idea what we're talking about. What is that, like a mini stroke I just had? I don't know. CJ! That's what it was. We were talking about CJ. Holy shit. Steve, lay off the fucking beers. Jesus Christ, it affects the memory. So, the first things we did of him were all Benihanas. And then from there, we went on to... he's like the most sorry person on the channel. He always falls, and it's always like, sorry. Check out this video I made. So he always gets sorried. And I don't know, people just like to hate on the people getting sorried sometimes. And then there was a video where he's trying to do this line, and a scooter gets in the way, and he just screams at him. And a lot of people didn't like that. They felt like he was being a bully. But the actual story behind that video, which is obvious to anyone who has a brain, but of course scooter riders like to pretend they're like the victim or whatever. What happened was, he's been doing this line for 15 minutes. Like, everyone knows what direction he's going and what where he's gonna be. All you have to do is open your eyes, and he's waiting his turn. He's not just flying around the park running into people. He waits his turn, then he goes. And you look at the waterfall area of the skate park, which is like a drop in and then a drop in. It's like 2 drop ins. We call it the waterfall. It's pretty much only there to go down. It's very rare for someone to be going up the waterfall because it's like 2 really tiny launch ramps. Not a whole lot you can do with that. So when you're standing there, all you have to do is kind of like watch behind you. Well, of course you're a scooter rider, so the last thing you're ever going to want to do is like take the rest of the skate park into consideration. You're just going to sit there and stare off into space, and maybe you'll text. And then, maybe fucking once an hour you'll fall on a tail whip. The tail whip, the trick that I mastered in minutes. So that's what's going on there. That's the story behind it. He waits his turn. Look at this kid's feeble. It's fucking great. He sits there, he waits his turn, and then the scooter kid gets in the way. Surprise! And it's, it's hot out or whatever, so he yells at the kid. So, and then everyone cried about it. So that's why people hate CJ. Are you going to sponsor any of your friends? If not, why? I don't know. I don't know. it's not really something I want to talk about. Because I don't want to say, like, who I have in mind and then have it not work out. So, I don't know. Ninja, did you hear about Chase Gabor sodomizing his friend with a screwdriver? No, I didn't hear about that. I haven't checked my Twitter lately, I guess. Is that a real thing? That can't be real. That can't be real. Look at this dude. This dude does the front big spin and then tail whips first try. Jack, what's your view on BMX? My view on BMX is I don't give a shit about BMX. If BMX riders were half as pussy as scooter riders, I'd be making BMX videos right now. But they're not as big of pussies. So if I made a video talking shit on BMX tomorrow, no one would care. It'd be like, oh, this is boring. BMX riders would watch the video and be like, meh, this kid's dumb. And that'd be it. Scooter riders watch a video where I make fun of it and they're just like, oh my god, you're such a fucking fag and I can't believe this. You're not even doing it right. It's fake. Fake. Yeah, you need to do a backflip. You need to do a flip. You need to do a buttercup. Ah! And then they would check the video every single day for 2 weeks straight. And then I get all those views. BMX riders, they just watch the video like, meh, that was dumb. So that's why it's not efficient for me to fucking talk shit on these BMX riders. It wouldn't pay off. You know, I don't think it would, at least. Maybe we should test it. But then again, learning a tail whip on a bike, number one, I don't have a bike that can do a tail whip. I have a bike. I think I'm going to take my bike to Woodward, by the way. Maybe try to learn like 360 or like 270. That'd be cool. But it'd be really hard to learn a trick on a bike, especially in 5 minutes. And I've spent a lot of time on a bike. Like, I've biked all over the place. Before I had a car, I used to ride my bike to skate parks and shit. And then when my bike would fuck up, I would take the bus. So, I don't know. Jack says, how do you fake a scooter video? These scooter kids believe that I'm out practicing for months. I've gone over this before, so I'll just explain it really quickly. For a normal, logical human being who doesn't have like some weird form of Asperger's, for a normal, logical person, they look at a scooter and say, oh, I could probably learn tail whip in 10 minutes. If you're a scooter rider, you look at a scooter and you're like, holy fuck, a tail whip? That's going to take months because scootering is hard. And you're going to convince yourself that scootering is hard just because you're not athletic enough to fucking do anything on anything and you don't have any balance. So they tend to believe that I've been practicing for months when in reality I found a fucking Razor scooter and did a tail whip in a day, in 6 minutes and 42 seconds. And Andy Schrock learned it even faster. And Jason Park did it with flip-flops. But their minds just can't comprehend that. Steamroller Joe says, ever smashed a Subway worker? I don't think so, but I did smash a Gyro Time worker, and they make sub sandwiches. It's called Euro Time. Gyro Time, Euro Time. I don't know if they have those everywhere. They might just be like a West Coast thing. So that's real. Smashed a chick that worked at Sonic. Smashed a chick that worked at Hot Dog on a Stick. Oh, man. I have some... When you're a kid, man, you're smashing these chicks. Not a kid, but, when I was much younger, it wasn't a whole lot of successful girls out there to be choosing from. It was just fast food. So that's what we had to do. That's what we had to do to survive. Motherfuckers got to eat. Somebody said, do I think without the collabs or help from Revive, I would have made 100,000 subscribers? I think I absolutely would have. But they got me there a lot faster. Before a lot of you guys were probably here, the first person to come up with like organized collabs was Metro. From what I remember. I think it was Metro. It might have been Nigel. We might have done one with Nigel. But Metro came up with one. And we all did like some kind of scavenger hunt. Like a video scavenger hunt. That was the first thing we did. And then the collabs just started happening. And I don't know, I'm really like careful to say like, oh shit, you know, Andy Schrock's the reason why I am where I'm at. And it's like, dude, whenever I do a collab with Andy, I get a fuckload of subs. You know, I get like maybe between 1,000 and 3,000 subs. So that shit always helps. And the week I went to Shred Quarters, my shit exploded because I did collabs with Cairo, Geiger, Andy, Doug, Jason Park, fucking Chris Chan. Did I already say Cairo? Everybody. Doug. So that shit, bro, I got like over 10,000 subscribers just from doing a different video with a different person. And especially when I get Andy involved in like my shit, you know, like Andy's on my ramp or Andy's doing my Hot Wing Challenge. I really like those type of collabs. Or at least, you know, they benefit me a lot. So, yeah, I owe a lot to the collabs, but to say like I wouldn't be shit without them, I wouldn't say that, dude. I work pretty hard on this shit. You know. Have you ever seen Andy drink, curse, or get in an argument / fight? He's probably cursed on his channel. You guys have to go find it, though. You probably have to go find it. I'm sure he has. Have I ever seen Andy drink, curse, or get in an argument, fight? I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this shit, so I'm just going to say no. Get in an argument, fight? No. But I have seen him get in a big, like, a heated debate with Thomas, and it's just fucking hilarious. Actually, you know what? It wasn't Andy. It was Brian Ames. Brian Ames and Thomas got into it. It was over, like, I guess Thomas showed up to Shred Quarters right as we were leaving, and we were going to go skate a spot. And Thomas didn't want to drive, I guess, for some reason. And he's like, can I ride with you? And our car was, like, already packed. You know, it was already 4 people, so we didn't want to squish. And we're just like, why don't you just drive and take somebody? And he was just like, man. Like, he just did that kind of thing. Like, man, come on, dude, man. And Brian Ames just like, okay, whatever. We'll take you. Fine. Are you happy? Like, I never seen Brian. You know, he seemed like the most unlikely dude to do it, but it was great. He wasn't like angry. It was just like just pure frustration. Like, fuck, dude, this isn't that big of a deal. Oh man. Bob says, why did I stop? My channel was called Vegas Skating. Okay, which is there's also Las Vegas Skateboarding and there's also Las Vegas Skate Mag. Mine was Vegas Skating. I was the originator of this shit. I started this game. I stopped it because it was something I was doing with my filmer Gonzo. Gonzo went to do his own kind of thing. He got involved in his own, you know, goals and dreams and career. And I didn't want to I don't know, I didn't want to just do it by myself, and I didn't want to be limited to just doing skateboarding content. You guys look at Ninja Lifestyle. I could stop putting skateboard videos up tomorrow, and nobody would be like surprised. It would just be me getting drunk. Why? Because that's Ninja Lifestyle. Or it could be me out fucking doing pull-ups or something. Why? Because that's my lifestyle. It's what I'm doing. Or it could be me making really ridiculous like cooking videos. Ninja Lifestyle. It's not so much Las Vegas skateboarding. It's a skateboard channel, but only in Las Vegas. That's really limited. Like that gets me like limited to the shit I can do. I can only do this much shit in Las Vegas skateboarding or my channel Vegas Skating. And now it's like, bam, Ninja Lifestyle, I can do anything. Do anything I want. You know. Do you think you can do a collab with pros at Woodward? Yeah, I don't know what pro team is going to be there week 2. I think right now DVS is there. I don't know. A lot of the times, I think I've been to Woodward either 2 or 3 times now, and I've seen a lot of pros and a lot of pro teams. But usually they're doing their own thing. You know, they're making their own videos. Part of being invited to Woodward as like a pro or like a guest or whatever, part of being there is it's not necessarily like, oh, you just come for free and enjoy. You kind of have to earn it by, you know, advertising Woodward West, making a video, doing your own thing. So I don't know. I would love to get a couple of like bonus tricks, but to do like a full-on gnarly collab. Plus, last time I was there, man, I got in this weird argument with these dudes about like They were on a pro team, and I just came as a YouTube guest. And it was just like, and I was trying to tell him, I was like, yeah, like, you guys could really, like, benefit from this shit. And he's like, no, dude, we got jobs, and we just do it for fun. And I was like, yeah, no, you can do all that. You can continue doing what you're doing, and then you can make, like, hey, maybe an extra $100 a month, probably. You know, you guys all, like, some of you guys have pretty big names and pretty big followings. Why wouldn't you do this? And they're just like, yeah, I'm just not really into that shit. Blah, blah, blah. Like, they wouldn't really give me the time of day. They wouldn't even listen. And I was just like, fuck, dude. If it's a group of people like that, man, fuck no, I don't want to collab with them. You know? But we ended up being really cool friends. It was just like, if everyone ends up being like that, it's just kind of like, dude, if you don't have faith in what the fuck I'm doing, if you don't think that it's cool, then don't fucking help me. You know? If you think that what I'm doing is whack or lame or whatever, then don't be a part of it. So, I don't know. Ninja, if you could be a porno star, would you take the opportunity? Probably not. I have an acquaintance who knows a guy that knows a guy, let's just say, that could probably, you know, facilitate something like that happening. And, bro, you know how fucking embarrassed I would be? I got all these fucking YouTube kids following me and shit, and then one day, like, they flip on a porn, or one of their friends shows them a porn, and it's me in there, and y'all can see, like, my dick and my fucking ass and balls and shit. That'd be so weird. It'd be weird. It'd be weird. Like, I could be skating, and, like, there'd be a kid whispering, I've seen Ninja's balls. I'm like, the fuck? You know how many gay shit I already get in, like, my inbox every day? Like, just kids being fucking weird? This kid earlier in the chat was just talking about something about nuts. Just fucking weird. Nah, I would never do that shit. Now, if I could restart life and, like, didn't have any tattoos and didn't show my face or something, or I don't know, had a split personality, that shit might be fun. But then again, you gotta smash a chick with, like, 9 dudes watching. I don't know if I could pull that off. I think I'd be too awkward. You know? Especially if they're out there giving me orders and shit. Like, they tell me what to do. Like, motherfucker, I know what I'm doing. Not my first rodeo. Oh, man. So, somebody asked about D-Nut, the guy that used to be in our videos. I don't know. He went to jail a couple times, and now he just... I don't know. I think he has a kid or something. And I think he's dating, like, a chick who's... does a lot of drugs or something. I don't know. I don't fucking talk to him that much. I haven't seen him in over a year. I did hear his voice, though. One day, Ryan talked to him on speakerphone. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So let's answer a couple more questions and then call it a day, because I feel like we've been on a roll here. We've just been flying. How many days left for Woodward? I leave for Woodward in Friday, Saturday, 3 days. So the countdown to the backflip begins. You know what it is? At this point, I pretty much have to do this backflip. Because I've been talking so much shit. I have to do it. Otherwise, I'm just going to end up looking stupid. How long did it take to kickflip for me compared to tail whip? It took me probably, if I had to add up all my time on board, it probably took like 2 to 3 months to kickflip. I know some people learn it faster. I'm not saying like everyone has to take that long. I'd say about the fastest you could learn to kickflip would be maybe a week. I always hear people say like, I learned to kickflip in an hour. And it's like, no you didn't. No you didn't. I've taught skate classes. I know what it looks like. I know the difference between skating for an hour and skating for a week. I know the difference between like, you know, I've never ridden a skateboard before and I've ridden my friend's skateboard all the time. You know, like I know the difference when I look at you and watch you roll. So I would say like if someone learns how to kickflip within 1 week, like they're learning fast. And a lot of people do that. For me, I was a slow learner. It took me about 3 months. Because I'm talking, I had to learn to roll. I had to learn to push. Then I had to learn to ollie. Then I had to like learn how to ollie up things like curbs. And then it was time like for kickflip. Oh, and then I had to learn like shove it. I don't know. Las Vegas Skate Mag. I wonder if that's the real Chris Dunn. Who knows? I don't. Will I do the mega ramp on a scooter? I don't think I could do the mega ramp on anything. The real mega ramp. The actual full-sized mega ramp. I don't think I could do it on anything. Maybe if I had a skateboard that had like an extra big wheelbase and maybe it was a little longer. Maybe. But I've told you guys this before. I dropped in on the landing pad. It was just the landing pad. It's like 4 times smaller than the actual drop in. All I was doing was going to try to drop in on the landing pad and kick turn. My first drop in, I just barged it. I was like, fuck this, I'm not even waiting my turn. Boom, go for it. And where is it at? I got a scar here somewhere. I think it's right there. Zoop. Yeah, it is right there. I can't see it, but it's right here. It goes like a frown. See this frown shape? Boom! Slammed on it. Cut my fucking hand open. You know, my hand still looks kind of weird. Like I just barely touched my hand on the ground. Like, because I fell. I dropped in, hit the bottom, immediately fell. Boom! Touched my hand one time, like, doop! Ripped my entire hand apart. Touched this part for 1 second. Boop! Ripped all my fucking skin off my arm. That shit is gnarly, is what I'm saying. I want to do the mini mega ramp. It's only like 20 or 30 feet. Because this mega ramp, dude, it's too big. I looked at it, man. I've bombed some hills. I've skated a lot of transition, you know. I'm pretty good at that stuff. I can bomb hill switch and do all like the fun shit. But that mega ramp, dude, is the real deal. So I don't think I could do anything. What's the first thing you did a kickflip on, Ninja? I don't know. A skateboard. The fuck do you think? Are you thinking about doing your video part? I don't have anyone to film me do a video part. How old do I think most of my viewers are? According to Google, according to Google, fuck! Google! Jesus Christ! I fucking can't talk. Google Analytics. Most of my viewers are between 13 and 17, and the rest of my viewers are between 18 and 24. Fuck, I can't believe that shit happened. Dude, last night, Richie, it was so funny. Me and Richie, we were at the bar, and we was pretty fucked up. Which, good thing for us, the house that we were partying at, like we partied, went swimming, and then we're like, fuck this, let's go to the bar. It was like 5 houses away. So we just walked to the bar, walked back, you know, get back in the pool. He's like, dude, I only ate 1 hamburgers. And then he's like, fuck, why did I make that plural? Okay, I only had 1 hamburgers. Fuck! I only had 1 hamburgers. Fuck, I keep saying it! And then he's like, ham-burg-er. And it's not that funny of a story when I say it, but if you were there witnessing it, like, it was not joking. If you were there witnessing it, you'd laugh. You would laugh. Oh, man. Anyways, what do I think of Andy's son? Raiden is the cutest. Look, I hate kids. Okay, I don't like them being around because they're annoying and they want attention and they bitch about everything. Andy's son is just like, he's just cool. He just does his own thing. He comes in, hangs out. If he's bored, he'll go do something else. If he don't feel like talking to you, he won't talk to you. And he's just super cute. Just does whatever. And he's like, I think he's at like the perfect cute stage. Because he'll come up and have a full conversation. He's not like shy. Because I know when I was younger, especially that age, I was really shy. I didn't like to talk to other kids. You know, like my mom would try to like introduce me to like neighborhood kids. And I'd just be like, oh, what the fuck? Mom, I just want to fucking play video games. Tell this kid to fuck off. So, yeah, he's a real cool kid, you know, and this is coming from somebody who hates kids. So if you love kids, he's probably like the shit. He was the shit already. And just some of the funny things he says. It was cool. I told you guys before I did the game of skate against him. And like I was trying to like be mean, but I couldn't fucking do it. Like it was really difficult for me to be mean. And that's kind of crazy in itself. Because it doesn't take much for me to just, put on my Black Ninja character and start acting a fool. That shit is easy. But then it's like I got this little cute face looking up at me with these little cute eyes, and it's like, fuck, dude, like I can't say this with a straight face. I just want to, fuck, just kill you, just eat you alive. I want to kill Andy's child and eat him. So cute. So, it was cool. Absolutely super cool kid. Oh. Why don't I make titles and crazy thumbnails like how Andy Schrock does? I think you'd get way more views. I make crazy titles sometimes. And my thumbnails are kind of crazy already. The last thumbnail I made was a thumbnail of Django Unchained, like reaching out, and it said most annoying filmer ever. So yeah, I do that shit sometimes from time to time. But sometimes, you know, if the video is kind of boring, I kind of don't want it to do too well. You know what I mean? Some of these videos I do are like filler videos. Like, I think they're entertaining, but they're not like a... Some of the videos I do are videos that you're only going to watch once, and then you're done. And then other videos I make are videos where, like, you're going to watch once, and then you're going to show your friend, and then, like, you guys are going to, like, be bored one night or something. Like, oh, shit, let's watch that funny thing. Some videos are like that. So I don't know. Have you ever skated a Revive deck as my own personal deck? Yeah, I skated the El Toro is a Bust deck, and I still have it. It's in my backyard. I use it as like a chair. Like my chairs, they have like these it's like fabric that holds like your butt in the chair, and all the fabric ripped, so you just fall right through. So now I have skateboards going across them. So they're like chairs. Normal chairs. Okay, last question, then we're going to call it a day. If I ended up in the hospital from trying to backflip, would I quit YouTube? Well, that's a pretty insanely hypothetical question. But I think what would happen is I would land the backflip perfectly with no injuries whatsoever. And then every scooter rider in the world would try to like get a gun and then try to shoot me, but it would take like 100 shots because they're so bad at everything they do. And then I would probably get shot. Then I would go to the hospital for being so good at scootering. But as far as like doing a scooter trick and getting seriously hurt, I just don't believe in fairy tales. To tell you the truth. I just don't believe in fairy tales, guys. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. I will be in the chat for another 10-15 minutes if you're watching live to answer any questions. Thanks for joining us here on shredcast.com. NinjaCast. 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time on Thursdays. Let me know what you think about me hanging out with Major Crew, Chris Cole, Motivation 2. The scooters. What do you guys... Give me your honest opinions in the comments below if you're watching this on YouTube. What? I went on the whole rant about video games versus scooter riding, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts, like logical thoughts as to which one's gnarlier and why. Because I feel like there's going to be some really funny opinions on why video games are gnarlier than riding a scooter. So that'll be fun. I would tell you guys to check out cakemuscle.com, but we are completely sold out unless you want a Ninja Lifestyle t-shirt. It's always nice to support your friends and what they do. And I know you guys see me. I rock the Revive shirt. I rock the Josh Katz shirt. I like to support my friends. And I'd like you guys to support me because I consider you my friends. Unless you're acting like a bitch. But until next time, guys, thanks for joining us. Kuna Matata. Have a wonderful evening.